Oh my God. Chosen ones are finding themselves in conflict nowadays more than before, more than ever. You know what I mean? The Lord knows I am. My chosen one. Is it me or is it also happening with you? You know what I mean? It's like we are under attack more than ever. Do you realize this, my chosen one? You know, it's like conflict after conflict after conflict. You know, sometimes you're just minding your own business all of a sudden. Here comes the problem. Here comes the backstabbing. Here comes the just messing with your peace, guys. And let me tell you now, there's a good reason why this is happening. You know what I mean? Now, part of the reason why you find yourself in conflict, my chosen, check this out. Now, it's because you are on a different frequency than most. And particularly these people that you used to know. You know what I mean? It's like you, but it's not you. You understand what I'm saying? Chosen ones are finding themselves in conflict more than ever. And there's a good reason why. This is, guys. And guys, today is Wednesday. And this is how to change your frequency video. Let's go, guys. Hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. My chosen one, if you have not subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link's on the channel, guys. Guys, today is Wednesday, which means today we're talking frequencies, how to change it. You know what I mean? Guys, the purpose for these videos is to help you vibrate on that level so you can be merged and everything that you seek also seeks you back, guys. You know what I'm saying? This week, guys, I want to share with you reasons why you find yourself in conflict more than ever. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something. Let me just be frank right now. If you happen to be not finding, I said not, finding yourself in conflict, guys, you should question your progress. You should question where you're headed, guys. You should question whether you are living or beginning to live in your potential. You know what I'm saying? If you have you don't have people criticize you, you don't have any critics on you, guys, it's a sign that you are not living up to your own expectation, guys. You know what I'm saying? But if you find yourself to be in a conflict more than before, if you're finding yourself you're under attack more than you used to, guys, take this from me as a confirmation, my chosen. You're headed in the right direction. You know what I mean? Now, forget all that. Now, like, what is the first reason you find yourself in a conflict, guys? Let me tell you. And wherever we go, it doesn't matter which geographical location people live in, most human behavior are the same, guys. Even though we're unique, but most things that people do and the way people behave, you know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing. So I'm sure many of you chosen will relate to what I'm about to share with you, guys. So why is it that you find yourself in conflict more than you did before? You know what I mean? Before you was all good. These people were showing you all love and you were hanging around with them. You know what I mean? And they treated you nicely, you thought. You know? Let me tell you something, my chosen one. Especially people that you used to know on a friendship level. You know? Now these people were treating you so nicely and they were not in conflict with you because they didn't see you as a threat. When I said threat, don't look at it as like you're threatening people. Nah, guys, since most people live in the lowest energy, people get threatened by your success and people get threatened by the things that you do if they're not on your level. Understand one thing, guys. People, I guess your friends, they don't want to see you fail, but then they don't want to see you better than them. Always remember that, guys. And when you are finding yourself in conflict, that means you are becoming better than they are. That is why they're finally coming out and showing you who you are. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I went off the topic. Now let me get down to the first point, guys. Now the reason, my chosen, you find yourself in conflict more than you ever did before. You know what I mean? Now you have changed your channel into another channel, and those people are still on the same channel, which is the frequency. You understand what I'm saying? If you happen to have a different frequency with people that you love, people who are around you guys, people that you spend your time with, you might as well be speaking a different language because they will not understand you guys. You know what I mean? It's like you're speaking English and they're speaking Chinese. Somebody's speaking Spanish and the other one's speaking South African. You know what I'm saying, guys? When you find yourself in a conflict, guys, understand that you have changed your frequency. And frequency is the channel that you live on, the feeling that you live on, or the intention that you live on. You know what I mean? Now, when the chosen ones awaken to themselves and they become their own, now they're realizing that they're gods in the flesh, which means that they are the temple of a living Father. You understand what I'm saying? And the spirit of a living Father has awakened in them. You understand what I'm saying? It's like they see the world differently. It's like they think differently. And then they live differently. You understand what I'm saying? So, particularly people that you used to know before you awaken, these people look at you now, and now you're just gonna get in conflict with them. You know what I mean? Naturally, guys, because you are on a different frequency to them. This is why the conflict. You're in conflict, my chosen, because you're making things happen. You know what I'm saying? Understand one thing always. The biggest conflict will always arise when it comes to others, or when it comes even with yourself, when you are on a hunt, or when you are like doing something, guys. You know, do you understand what I'm saying? Let me explain what I mean. You see, when you see a lion that is in the jungle, he's gonna hunt. You know what I mean? That is the place where he's the most vulnerable. That is where this hunt of his, if he goes successful, then he'll eat. You know? And also if he doesn't, then he might get eaten also. You know what I mean? But the conflict will arise with that animal whether he likes it or not. And this is what's going on with you, my chosen. You know what I mean? When you begin to be your own, when you begin to understand yourself, when you begin to take action, guys, there comes the conflict. It just comes with the territory. You know what I mean? If you think you're just gonna walk into your destiny casually, like feeling yourself walking without any conflict, my chosen, you got another thing coming. You understand what I'm saying? As with the all living things, guys, conflict and struggle and it's the way of life. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I said at the intro. If you're not under conflict, if you're not with disagreement with certain groups, you should question where you're headed. You know what I mean? When you're doing your hunting, guys, when you are making progress, when you're elevating, becoming your best self, conflict will arise. And this is why this feeling, guys, or this is why this conflict with people. Last but not least, Now this conflict will begin to arise now that you have understood who you are. You know what I mean? Now you begin to set boundaries, and now you are finally thinking for yourself. And now this thinking of yours is coming from within you. You know what I mean? Now you start having your own rules and ideas about life, and your life particularly, and who you allow in your life, because you have finally awakened to yourself. This is the big point right there, guys. You understand what I'm saying? When a man or a woman wakes up to themselves, then they will know who they are, and then there is certain things which they will not tolerate any longer. There's certain things which they will not be involved with any longer. You know what I'm saying? There is certain people or certain groups, certain friends, family that will no longer fit in their lives because of they have finally become their own. Let me tell you something, my chosen one. When you awaken, and then you find things and situations changing and people falling out of your life, whether it's job or anything, guys, don't try to put it back in place. It simply means that you have outgrown this thing or this situation or these people. Now, you're on your way there, where you are really meant to be. This is why the conflict. You know what I mean? Back when you were not woke, back when you were sleepwalking, you didn't know who you was, so you had no boundaries. You had no standards. You were just simply drifting with life, particularly pleasing other people, like accommodating people. You know what I mean? Actually, for me, guys, let me tell you this. In my younger years, I used to go out of my way, really, try to make people feel comfortable, try to make myself not comfortable so people can be comfortable. You know what I mean? I would never used to speak my mind or what I used to think. But no more, guys. After you awaken, it's a completely different ballgame. After you awaken, you simply would not care who will correspond with you, guys. You have finally awakened. And you are really understanding that the only opinion that matters is only your own opinion, guys. Nobody else's. And let me tell you now, my chosen, if you are beginning to have this kind of feeling, if you are beginning to have this kind of thought, understand that you have awakened or you are awakening. That is one of the signs. This is why you find yourself in a conflict. You know what I'm saying? And guys, when you find yourself in a conflict, this is a confirmation for you that you're headed in the right direction. You know what I mean? This is a confirmation for you that you are almost to your throne. You understand what I'm saying? You are, coming to your chair, your kingdom, and understand that many people will disagree with you, and you're gonna get in a lot of conflict, guys. The only thing to do, my chosen, is to embrace this. You know what I mean? If you want to fight you gotta fight him. But check this out. Your fight will be the fight like you've never seen before. Because you are the chosen one, guys. And let me tell you now, this fight is not yours, but this fight is the Lord's, guys. Understand what I'm saying? You didn't ask for this, my chosen. You were chosen by the gods. You understand? You have a message on you. What matters is what you think of yourself and what the gods think of you. After all, you're theirs, guys. And don't worry about the conflict. That is just your confirmation that you headed in the right way, guys. Alright, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Oh my god, I did a long walk today. Alright, guys, this is how to change your frequency Wednesday video. Alright, bye bye, guys. See you. Oh yeah, let's check out our favorite. Look, yeah, go.